All right. Good evening once again. You're welcome. So I'll start by asking you, Mr. Victor, if you have any background knowledge on programming, particularly as a programming generally. Have you written any code before now, even if it's a line code? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you have written a code before now. Sorry, it's like your network is a kind of not stable. Can
Said
you hear me?
yes.
I just want to, okay, good. Please, I just want to be sure that, okay, so we are going to start with Python programming, maybe because of the requests with regard to where you want to apply it. Maybe we'll schedule some days for database management, so which means that we can actually be learning them side by side because of the time frame that you will likely use the knowledge. Okay, but tonight we are starting with Python programming. So we'll look at general introduction to Python programming. So if I may ask, what has been your understanding about Python programming? What do you understand by the programming language called Python before now? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. Let's see if maybe your network is behind our own. Did you understand the question I asked?
Yes. You told me if I had any
Okay, good.
knowledge in Python program.
Yes. How will you define Python programming language?
The language, I cannot really give it a specific thing that makes it different. I just know it's the other language that they use in programming too.
Okay. All right. So let's start with so we look at few things which are fundamental uh in all aspects of programming, whether it is Python, whether it is Java. There are basic things that anybody going into programming needs to know, and that's is what I'm going to focus on in this section. So let's start by understanding what is Python programming language. So Python is a high level, easy to read and powerful programming language. Python is a high level, easy to read, powerful programming language used to create software or applications, websites, automation, scripts, data analysis, tools, artificial intelligence. So we can actually look at it from different perspectives. We can refer to Python as one of the most trending programming language, which is versatile. In other words, it has provision for almost every aspect of technology, or let's say what the main domain in technology. And like the first definition I gave to us, you can see that I highlighted so many aspects where Python programming language is involved. So like I mentioned, in data analysis, Python is applied there. in web development, Python is also very much applied, particularly for developing the back end using its framework called the Django. So in cybersecurity, Python is also used as one of the scripting language. So you can see that we can go on and on looking at every tech domain that is currently trending. You will see indirectly or directly the application of Python. That is to tell you how popular it is. It's the main AI language that we are hearing today. So if you take Python out of the entire artificial intelligence, then it's as good as we don't have what is called AI. So is the main driving force behind the artificial intelligence that we are all leveraging on today. Right? So now that we understand the definition, we are actually learning Python for application development, not learning Python to apply it in any of those areas that I mentioned, because there are different purposes why people learn Python. Some learn Python to build applications, while some learn Python for data analysis, some learn Python for web development. But this particular one from that's your training scheme or the slide you sent, the focus is for you to understand the core language itself, irrespective of the area you might apply it later. And the core aspect of it is for application development. So they want you to understand the language itself, not necessarily the application of it outside software development from the slide you sent. So as a programmer, once you understand the function of the language you want to speak, the next thing is for you to identify the interface that you are going to use to write and implement its codes. And that will take us to the installation and setting up a development environment. Now, remember, we said it's a language, just like the way we have Igbo language. And being a language, there are rudiments, there are fundamental things you need to know about the language, and you are expected to learn the language from the basic to intermediate and then to advance. So that is the trend we are supposed to learn any programming language. But as a programmer, we need to understand what is called code, because the term programming is the art of writing instructions, which can be simplified to a layman as writing of codes. So code are computer instructions which are written by programmers in order to perform a specific task. I hope you are following, sir. I want to know if you are hearing me good. Now, that is where we should start from, understanding what is a code. Now, coding is now the practice or the art of writing what? Computer-based instruction that are written for the computer to perform specific tasks. Now, the individuals who specialize in writing these instructions, they are referred to as programmers. Now, a programmer is someone who uses any of the available programming languages out there to write instruction. So, but in this case, you can say you are a programmer that uses Python and the SQL as your registration covers. Okay, now that we understand that, we need to also understand that for you to be able to write any form of program, you need a platform. You need a platform, and that platform is called the IDE. That platform that allows you to write code as a programmer is called the IDE. So the full meaning of IDE is Integrated Development Environment. It's just like when somebody wants to write a letter, he or she will look for a text editor like Microsoft Word. All right, so that is how it is to us programmers as well. We cannot declare the language verbally. We need a platform that can enable us to perform two things majorly. What are the two things that any platform you are consulting must have as a programmer? Number one, that platform must allow you to write the language or the code or the program. That platform must also allow you to execute. So in programming, there are different stages. There is a stage where you write the program. There is another stage where you debug, but the debugging stage sometimes can be skipped. Somebody can write a code that works perfectly. So in other words, that person is not going to involve in trying to troubleshoot, trying to find out why the code is not producing the expected results. But as a programmer, you need to understand that there are three phases of programming. The first phase is the writing stage. The second phase, which is under probability, where you debug if there is any error. And then the last stage is where you see the results. The results, that is the execution of your code. All right, so now to break it down, for you to write your code, you need the IDE. So the IDE that I am going to recommend, since we are learning Python for pure programming, pure app development, there is a customized IDE for those that are learning Python for the purpose of developing applications. And that IDE is called the PyCharm. I believe you must have heard of that IDE. I know they must have taught you guys theoretically. Okay, so it is called PyCharm. Now, that PyCharm, though, is a kind of heavy compared to other compatible IDE. In other words, outside this particular IDE, there are other IDE that can be used to write and execute Python code. But you have to start installing the Python extension. All right, I hope you are taking note of some of these things that I'm saying. I know you are still going to get the video, but you need to be jotting down some key points that I'm making. Good. Now, the point I'm making is that if you are using PyCharm, you do not need to struggle with, installing extension. There is what we call extensions when you are dealing with programming languages. Extension is like the format that is used to read the file created with that language. Are you following? So that is what we mean by what? Extension. Just give me a second. All right. So Python extension is what? .py. .py. That is, the moment I create a Python file, it should end with dot. In programming, this dot is called period. In programming, this dot is called what? Period. So anything that comes before the dot is the file name. Anything that comes before the dot is the file name, and anything that comes after the dot is the what? The file or the language extension. All right, I believe that is taken. So now that I've established that, let's quickly look at how to set up Python on your system. So by default, Python is not in your what we call environment variable. There is a sector or a section of your Windows that constitutes all the languages extension, or let's say their parts. So by default, Python extension is not installed in your window. So in other words, as at the time you install your Windows 11, Windows 11 installation did not include Python extension. So for that reason, you have to start by installing Python in that system. All right. So that is the first practical step we want to look at now. Remember, the topic I'm looking at right now is installation / setting up Python programming development environment. Installation / setting up Python programming environment. And that is the essence of the story I've been narrating since, that we need to consult an interface for us to be able to write and execute our programs. And now we are saying that since Python did not come with the window, we need to install it first. After we have installed the Python, before we can now install the IDE. And to do that, you go to www. This is the website you visit to install Python itself, or to include Python extension in your operating system. So you go to www.python.org. Then you can just go to the downloading section by putting /download. But if you go to the website without adding this, you will not get a tab download there, but you can go straight to the downloading section. So once you type this, and that will take us to the website and prompt us the command or the button for us to be able to download it. So let's see. Perfect. So this is the website you visit to download Python. This is not the IDE now. Just for us to have Python extension in the operating system, we have to come here. Now from here, you now navigate to download. So the moment you click on download, you will not get this interface here. So from here, you need to specify the device you want to use Python. You are downloading Python on Windows, so you choose the Windows version. If you are downloading Python on Mac operating system or Android, you choose the version. But for us, we are downloading into our Windows, so I will choose what? Window. So now, once you click on Window, let's hold on to see what we are going to get. So that will prompt you this environment. So from here, you just have to know your window architecture. A window architecture is like the structure of your window or like the version of your window. We have just two types of Windows what architecture. We have 64 bits, as you can see on the screen. We have 32 bits. All right. So it's just like the bandwidth. It's just like data passage. So 32 bits has a smaller word space that can allow what flow of what data, while 62 bits has more space that can allow what more flow of data. So how do you check your system? Because you need to find out whether your system is running 64 bits operating system or 32 bits. So to check that, you click on your window file explorer, this default folder. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes.
So once you
No
click,
problem.
good. So once you click on that icon, that is going to open up your system. That is going to open up your system. So once your system is open up like this, you go to this PC. Then you right click on this PC and then select properties. So from there, you'll be able to get the analysis of your Windows what details. From there, you will now get to know whether your window is 32 bits or 64 bits so that you know the version to download in that website. So let's hold on. You can see that what this is 64 bits. You can see it here. 64 what bits. So once you have confirmed this, now it means that you now click on this very one. So once you click, the download will start. You can see that what is downloading here. So you give it some time. So once the download is completed, you will now run the installation. So once you are done with the installation, before you can now go for downloading the IDE, PyCharm, because as at that time, you must have, encoded Python extension in the operating system. I hope all is clear. Are you following? Is everything okay? Okay. So let's wait for the download to complete, and then we'll look at how we can install it. All right, so the download is completed. Now, for you to view your download file, you go back to that file explorer. You go to your download. You should be able to see the software listed. So this is it. So for us to install it, all we have to do is to double click on it, and then it will prompt us the installer. They will follow the installer step by step, and then we will be able to what to install it. So let's hold on for the installer to open up. Now this is the installer. Now why I am getting this message is because I have already installed, but let me do as if I want to reinstall, because it's possible that this is a higher version because they upgrade every now and then. So you click on install now, and then you allow the installation to complete. So are you doing the same? Are you running this same file? I would advise
It is
you.
installing.
Okay, good.
It's done.
All right. So now I just want mine to complete. I believe that there is I think this one is a newer version. That is why it's still reinstalled, because I know I've installed. So let me just update at the same time. All right. So once your installation is completed, now we can go back to the browser and search for PyCharm. So let's go back to the browser and search for, just type download PyCharm. Download PyCharm. And then you can get it from JetBrains, and then click on it. But I want to say something here, please. I think I have to go back. Okay, I think I should be able to explain it here. Let me see. But I wanted you to understand that you are expected to download the community version, because if you download the professional version, it might ask you to make some payments. So please, you look for the community version. So I've already done my installation. So I just want you to observe how it's being done. You can see that the moment you come to PyCharm download, you can see three different types of operating system here. So for somebody who is using a Mac computer, we use this. For somebody who wants to download for Linux, we switch to this. Then for you that want to download for Windows, then you switch to this. All right. I hope you are seeing where I'm clicking. Now, if it is for Windows, once you have clicked, you can also come here and choose the type of type you are downloading. So I would advise you choose this .exe, which is a general version. And then you click on download. I believe the download must have started as well. All right. So I hope you are doing the same thing. Me, I've already installed. So I think at this point, I will allow you to share your screen so that I can monitor or guide you with your own interface, because I've already installed mine. So you can go ahead and share your screen. Let me see what is happening there.
Okay, give me a second.
Ma, I hope you are following us.
Yes, sir.
All right. Please kindly share your screen, Mr. Victor. Share your screen so that I can monitor
For
what you.
the
I've already enabled you to share. You should be able to share. There's a button there, share. Just click on it. Have you find it? At the bottom, where you have your Zoom.
can you see it now?
Yes, I think it's coming up. Yeah. Just hold on. Once I can see it, I will notify you. So I can see it now. Okay. So which of the button have you completed the downloading of the PyCharm?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if you have downloaded it, now let's go to the file explorer. Let's go to download and check. Let's go to download and start the installation.
The I don't know if you can still see the screen.
I cannot really see. I'm just seeing a kind of a blank interface. Okay, I can see it now. I can see it
You can see the
now.
pie chart.
And what I'm seeing is, yes, I'm seeing the interface where we download. I wanted you, if you have downloaded, go to your file, go to your download folder. Let's see whether it's listed there, just like the way we found the one I downloaded under the download folder. So many things are selected, as I can see on the screen. Can you go to your file explorer, that folder under, click on it. Click on the folder under. There is a folder
See it
under.
now.
The folder as in from your system taskbar. Okay, I think we just came now. So what I can see here is choose install location, right? That is where you are. Oh, it has gone off again. Is that where you are? I want to know if we are on the same.
It keeps coming and going. I don't know. I think it's glitching. If it comes on, it go off.
Okay, just click on next. Just click on next. I think is a VGA card compatibility. Just click on next. Now hold on. Now all those options, make sure that you check all of them. I can see PyCharm, check the box. Add bin folder to path, check it also. All the bosses, make sure that you check them. Please check all of them and click on next. Okay, click on next, click on next. Right now, click on install, click on install. Right, click on install. Right, so let's give it some time. Let us give it some time. Once you restart your system after the class, I believe everything will normalize.
That's the issue.
The particular driver is not properly configured. That's why we are having this. But let's give it some time.
So,
I think I'm still
so how can
seeing.
I fix that?
No, your installation is already going. Just stay.
What about like the blinking that is happening?
Has it been happening like this or just now?
No, just now.
And that's what I'm saying. Once you restart your system later, it will normalize. Just hold on.
Is it blinking your own too?
No. I have already installed.
I
Don't
mean,
bother.
like I used to see my screen.
Yes. I'm seeing it that way. I'm seeing it blinking and coming. Just hold on. Just hold on. Can I see your desktop interface just to confirm if you have installed it?
It's shaking again.
I'm yet to see it. Let me.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, but I can't see anything shaking. Okay. Why is your window so small? Did you
No,
tamper with the settings recently? How long does it take your computer to reboot?
come first.
Okay, just kindly restart the system. Let me wait for you and join the class again. Let's confirm this. Share your screen. Let me see. Let me observe it as well.
Okay. Can you see it now?
No. I can't see your screen yet. Yeah, it's coming up.
I think it's still doing that same thing.
It's still blinking.
Yeah.
Mm, what do we do now? Okay, go back
Should I
to
restart
this.
it? Because it's shut down I did.
What what did you say?
It's shut down I did. I don't know if it's not the same thing.
It's shut down. Asal, I can't hear you.
It's it's like I shut the computer down and on it again. It's not like it's restarting.
Okay, by itself.
Yeah, because I basically shut it down instead of restart.
Okay. So
Or
what
should I
is
restart it again?
no. I want to check. Just share your screen again. Let me check something.
Okay.
Just share your screen. Let me see. Right click on an empty space. Let me see. Outside the program.
Yeah, okay, I
Like
understand.
where you have
Like
just
the
like the
desktop.
desktop. Yes. Just right click. Let me see something.
I'm trying to click that, but I don't think anything's happening.
Is it not clicking?
I've clicked it.
Let me see.
Okay,
I
okay.
want to. I can't see. Okay. Oh, I think it's still blinking. Uh-huh. Click on display setting. Click on display setting from those options. Yeah, click on display setting. Have you selected it? Display setting. Okay. Display resolution. Let me see what you have there. Display resolution. I think where I have, I can see display resolution recommended. Have you? Click on where I can see 28 something by 1 6. Can you hear me? There's a drop down. There's a place that I wanted to click for. I want to see the other values there. Where you have 2880.
Okay, the resolution.
Yes, just click on the drop down. I want to see other options there. Click on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Click on the fifth one. Let me see. Just count from the top, the fifth one, excluding where you have recommended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one of 1920 by 144. Click on keep change. Keep changes. Let me see. Have you selected it?
Still what?
Did you click on that option that say keep changes?
Yeah.
It's like it has stopped, right? Is it blinking?
Yeah.
That's okay, still blinking. Okay. Take it back to the first, the recommended, that 2880. Take it back there. Take it back to that recommended. Take it back to that recommended. If you have taken it back, let me know. Let me try.
I take it back to recommended.
Now click on window updates. Click on window update by your right hand side. Is a driver compatibility. Just click on window updates. The computer have not been doing like this before now. Have you? Have you experienced it before? Just select window update for me. Window update by your left hand side. After privacy and security, there is window update.
Okay. I need to stop the distance so I can stop the sharing. So when I go to update, I'll put it back.
Okay.
Tell Windows update.
Yes, I saw window update now. That's some
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah, I know. I'm coming.
Okay. Okay, click on install updates. Click on that install updates at the top. Can you see it? Have you
Yeah, I'm
clicked on?
coming.
Okay. Install updates. Alpha, have you selected it?
It's coming.
I need to know what is happening there. I wanted to see it. You can share your screen.
Share the screen.
Now, let's find out something. You close that application, the PyCharm, and see whether the system will still be blinking. I want to know whether the problem is from that.
What did you say? I didn't hear what you said.
Close the PyCharm. Just
Okay.
close it. Let's see whether the system will still be blinking. Close everything about it. Close it. Now observe the system. Is anything blinking?
I've never closed it and share.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it still blinking? Please
yes.
observe. It's still blinking. Even after closing the PyCharm. So, which means that the problem is not,
You need to open up Windows and Zoom.
sorry, is it still blinking? I want to know whether the fault is from that app.
Yes, it's still blinking. It's still blinking.
Still blinking. If it's still blinking, that means the problem is, and you said the problem just started, not that you have experienced it before now.
No.
Okay, so it will correct itself. Just still observe it till tomorrow. Just still observe it. So open the app back. Just still observe it till tomorrow. It will balance. Something is not right, but once you restart the system and leave it for a while and on it again, I believe it will correct itself. Just start it again.
I should open the PyCharm.
Yes. Open it back. The icon of it should be on the desktop, so I don't go and mistakenly click on the installation file. Locate the icon of it you have. Okay, I think you have opened it. Yeah, you have opened it. Now, you will stop sharing then so that I can teach you how you can navigate around it. So you can stop sharing now. Let me go back to so that we can conclude on time. So I'm very sure that once you restart your system, the error will automatically fix its browser conflicts. That's what is happening there. Now, once you have installed the IDE, so this is the PyCharm IDE. The next thing is for us to look at how do we set up our development environment. Remember, the topic I gave before comprises of two topics. I said a Python installation / setting up a coding environment or development environment. So now the first thing you need to do is to create your project folder. I hope you are with me. So let's look at how the topic should be setting up PyCharm development environment. So we want to create an interface within the PyCharm that can allow us to write and execute our code. And I am saying under this topic, step 1, let's look at how to create a project folder. So that is the order. You have to start by creating a project folder, and then you can now populate it with files. So how do we create our project folder? Now, if you look up here, it depends on how your window organizes the features. Now, if you look at this here, you have this hamburger here. You might see the file, but where you cannot see the tabs listed horizontally, like file, edit, then you click on this icon. So the moment you click on that icon, it will open up the tab. You might be seeing the tab directly. But where you are not able to see the tab, then you click on that word, hamburger. Now, you go to file. You go to file, and then once it's open, I will create new project. You select new project. You go to file, select new project. Select new project. So I click on the new project. and that will open up an interface like this. So it's still coming up. Good. So the name, the default name that it came with is Python Project 5. Meanwhile, I've created Project 4 before. But I can change this name to my own name. So maybe I can just change this to, this is the folder name now, not the file name. I can change this to, let's say what? Python Prosper. I can say Python Prosper. As my project name. Now you specify the location. Where will this file be located within your system? If you check the URL here, this is drive C, which means that if by tomorrow I am looking for this name, this folder, probably to copy it and continue in another system, I will have to go to drive C. Inside drive C, I will locate users. Inside user, I will locate Eguero. Inside Eguero, I will locate this folder, projects. Inside this folder, I will now find what? Python Prosper. Did you understand it? That is what this URL is stating. So let's assume that you decide not to add this folder in this default what? URL. You click on this to change the location, which is browse. You click on
Opening new project,
yeah.
but this thing I'm seeing is different from your own.
Okay, what are you saying? Maybe you should share
Is
your own. Let me
okay.
use your own to guide you because you are the one that need it now. It's coming. Okay. Now your own went straight to the location. All right. So in this case, in this case, you just have to follow it the way the structure, except if you want to create that name, you have to go through the user and create the folder and then browse it here. But you can still go like this. Just make sure that you check that create Git repository. Please check that option, just like the way create a welcome script is checked. Check the option before it, that create Git repository. You're supposed to remain.
Yeah, press.
I should be seeing your screen. No, I don't know why you are on sharing.
It's blinking now. If I try to press anything when it's blinking, to be hooking.
So share back because I need to know what you are clicking. No, I've already switched off from mine. Okay, so now click on create. Click on create. Click on create. Down. You see create. All right, now you hold on. It's going to install some things automatically. Now you have already set up the folder. Now you have to create file. So to create file, go under this folder that you created, go to the hamburger, those 5 lines that I selected. Yes, you have already created this default file. Now the default file you have at the moment is main.py. So let's say you want to add your own file inside this folder. Good. Click on that icon. Click on that icon. Select it. Now, you now click on the click on new. Click on new. Was that what you clicked the other time? Click on new. Just select it first. What will come out will tell me if, yeah. Now click on new. Now select Python file, the first one, the first option. Click on it. That says Python file. Now you hold on. Now type the name of the file. Let's say first class. Let's say first class. That first and class, the space between the first and class, make sure you add underscore. Add underscore before you write class. Good. Now press enter to acknowledge the file. So it will create the file. Okay, now if you check that your project folder where you have main.py, you can see that you have the file added there now, which is first underscore class. So now, how do we now shift from this one? Look at them. The two files are there. Close this main and go into the first class.py. There is a kind of cancel button you can use to take off anyone at the moment.
Close it down completely.
Yes, or just switch to the main. Good, just stay here. Just stay here. So this is your file. Any questions so far? Okay, so you can stop sharing. So any code I write now, you'll be able to write it where your cursor is blinking now. So just on share, let me show you. Let's continue with other things we have for this section. All right, so I'm going to create another file because I have two files here already. So I'm using this file for another training. So let me create a different file for you. Then I'll come here and select what? New, not new project. I'll select new. And then just like you did now, I'll select, I want to create Python file. So I'll say Victor underscore class. Right? Then I hit enter. So I should be able to have it added to this. So I have it here now. And then I'll say add. So I can always switch from one file to another. Right? So that is all about setting up the development environment. Now we have an interface to write and execute Python code. If you don't have any question, then we'll look at the next topic. Any question on what we have done so far? Remember, we started with general introduction. We highlighted the definition, some of the the area Python is applied. Then we move to the installation of the Python itself. And then before downloading the IDE, PyCharm, and then what we just concluded now is what? How to set it up to get an interface for writing and executing your code. So the next thing we want to look at is what we known as comments in programming, right? Comment in programming. So what is comment in programming? Comments or you just take the topic Python basic syntax command. Python basic syntax. So let's start with these basic operations that we should know before we start going advanced or intermediate. So one of those basic things you must know at this level is how to write comments in Python. So what is a comment? A comment is just a narration, a kind of write-up or statement that the program does not execute. So comments are only used to explain your code to yourself or to the third party. So how do we denote comments in Python? How do we represent comments? Comment is represented in Python with hash. So once you hit the shift button on your keyboard and press letter 3, you are going to get this hash what symbol. So once you have that hash symbol activated, anything you type in front of it, Python is going to acknowledge that as a comment. And if it is a comment, it means that you are indirectly instructing the language not to execute that line of code. That is what we are saying as a programmer, that this section is not for you. Do not work on it. It's just for me to explain what I am doing. So for example, the topic we are treating right now is what? Commenting in Python. Commenting in Python. So we cannot say that this is a live code. So when you are programming, you have live code, you have what? Comment. Live code are the executable code or scripts, while comment are non-executable what? Statements. So like I said earlier on, they are just for explanation, explaining your code either to yourself or to the third party. So you understand what comment is right now.
Yeah.
Good. Now, the next basic thing you need to know, the next Python basic syntax is for you to know how to print your first program in Python. For example, if I want to print hello world, how do I do that and which function do I consult? That is the next basic syntax we need to understand. So for us to be able to write that kind of program, we will consult print. So print is a function in Python that is used to output, to display what? A result. You use what? Print. So take note of it. Print is one of the basic command in Python used for outputting results. So I want to output hello world. So I have to put it in a string. Please, as we proceed, though probably in the next class, I am going to talk about what? Data type. But for now, anytime you hear me using the word string, I am talking about a particular word, basic word, data type in programming, which is called text. And the way you acknowledge tests in Python programming is by wrapping it in what? Either single quotes or what? Double. All right. So I will say what? Hello world. This is the first code or program we want to write. So the next thing I want to show us is that how do we execute our code within the PyCharm? Because I told you the other time that any IDE you are consulting, that IDE must perform what? Two functions. The first one is that it must enable you to write your code, and the second one is that it must enable you to what? To execute it. Now we have written this and we want to see the outcome. So this is where you run your code within the PyCharm. But I want to draw your notice to something here. If I run this code now, I'm not going to get any what? Result. And before we execute this code, I want to tell us that we have a section called what? Terminal. Terminal, because at the moment we are using terminal to view the outcome of our code. But when we get to the advanced, we are going to create what we call what? Python GUI. That is what? Graphical what? User interface. In other words, we will create a different app, another interface that is user-friendly, that will be running, that will be outputting our code. But for now, we are running our code within the editor and also viewing the result within the same what? Editor. Now, if you click here now, it is called what? Python what? Console. So if you click on it, you will see that console. So we'll be using this section here to view our results. All right. So if I run this code now, we are expected to see the outcome in the console. But right now, I was expecting to see hello world here, not here. But unfortunately, it's not showing. Why? Because if you check the name of the file here, it's different from the file you are writing that code. So which means that you have to click on the drop down and switch to what? Current file. Switch to current file. You see that what? It has switched to what? To Victor what? Underscore class. So if I run it now, I will get what? My hello world.
Where's the drop down? Yes. Can you drop down again?
Look at the drop down here. Can you see it? Can you
Okay,
see?
okay.
All you need is to click on it and select current file so that it will execute the file you are currently in. So I want you to execute this code now from your end and tell me if you have done it before I proceed. Write this code, execute it, get your result here. Then let me know.
Seeing my first class.py in my current file.
Okay, but have you written that code? Print hello world.
Yes.
All right, so that is one of the Python word, basic word syntax, basic command. Now, let's also look at something else that is still basic. For example, I want the outcome to display in capital letter. You can see that. So here now we are talking about what? String, what? Manipulation now. If you look at what it outputted, is not in capital letter. So if I want it to appear in capital letter, I will have to do what we call concatenation in programming. Concatenation in programming simply means you are joining what? Things. So I will just come in here and say what? Dot upper, for example, dot upper. So you will just open it like this without putting anything inside the bracket. So if I run it now, you see that what? The output will be in what? Capital letter. Hope you can see it. So this is also part of the basic things you need to know as we start speaking this language. Now, if I want it to change to lowercase, what do? I change here to what? Lowercase. That is, all the letter, the output should be in lowercase. So if I run it again, I have all the outputs in lowercase. Is that clear? Do you understand that? Let me get response.
Yes.
All right. So another thing again you need to understand, like I mentioned before, is debugging. So I want to show you how you can debug in Python. It's part of the basic things you need to know. How do I debug my code? Now, it is certain that no matter how good you are, at some point, your code will not give you the expected result. So when it happens, how do you rectify it? It's a skill that you need to develop alongside with learning any programming language.
How do I make this thing to really be your screen as I'm seeing, so I can do it side by side?
How do you do what?
How do I remove your face from screen? Let me only see the screen you're sharing, so it can be bigger when I'm typing my own too.
How do you remove my face?
Like I want to see only your screen they are sharing, not the participant. I'm going to view, but I cannot see the option.
Which option is that? Is it from your setting?
Like in the Zoom setting,
Yeah.
I want to change it to only see your screen. So your screen can take up all the space the participant list is showing.
Okay. Click on more. Click on more. You should be able to see any setting that is available for you there. Click on more. If you click on more, if you cannot find it,
I'm
then
seeing the view, but I'm seeing side by side. I'm seeing other option, but I cannot see the one that allows me to see.
but,
The only
but,
thing I'm seeing is full screen. But if I
okay.
put it on full screen, I cannot now do
Okay.
my own.
Your own. So these are the options available because we have entire screen or side by side. So if it's not giving you that means the particular zoom setting. You know, there are different zoom app. So maybe this one does not have it. So you are
Okay,
supposed you have you seen it?
I've minimized it so I can see it now.
Okay, good. So now I will try to explain something as the next topic as part of the basic things you need to know at this level, which is called what? Debugging. Remember when I started, I said every programmer is expected to be a debugger. Debugging is an art of, finding out what could have caused the error. For example, if I move this print now, look at this. If I move it like this, just that space that I created, an error has been generated. Just changing the indentation. So if I run this code now, we are going to get what? Error here. So part of the things you need to know is ability to what? To sort out the error. Now, what I want to draw your attention to is this. Anytime you output Python code and you get error, you should always know that there is a key error. There's a key error. Now, your focus should be on that key error first. If you look at the key error here, what does it say? In fact,
Indentation
good,
error.
there is no error. So once you get that, you know that, oh, and once you know
Print is not placed
oh,
properly.
exactly, once you know what is indentation. All right. Now, if I remove one of this string now, I'm going to get error as well. So if I run it, the error name will change. Look at the name of the error now. Syntax what? Error. So as a programmer, you must be able to identify the type of error so that you know what has gone wrong. So it's very important. It's very important. So I will just take one more, and then we will just stop there. Being the first class, I wouldn't want to stress us too much. So we have mastered the print command. Now let's look at what we call Python new line printing. Python new line. We call that what? New line printing. Python new line printing. So there is a notation that we use to tell Python that what? Print stuff in block. For example, if you run this code, look at what you have here. You have hello and word on the same line. Now, supposing you are asked to print this word under hello, how will you do it? What you simply do is to add what? New line here. You can bring it inside the string. Just make sure that it's inside the string. Then type your slash, the backward slash, and what? Letter N. So just adding this backward slash and letter N, it tells Python that what? These two words, they should be printed on different what? Lines. So if I run this code now, you see what you get. Okay, so we are supposed to add it, sorry. We are supposed to add it here. We are supposed to add it here, and then we'll say what? N. So if I run this code, you see what I get. So this is part of the basic things you need to know when coding with Python, how to print what? New line. Is that taken? I hope you have also tried it. So let me give you a few minutes to try it as well. So once you have tried it, let me know, please.
Yes.
All right, so let's take one more. Let's take one more. Now, let's assume that, let me refer to this as string manipulation. That is the topic now. So we want to manipulate some text. For example, I want to print I want to print hello in,
I can see you.
yeah, I want to print this in 3 places. Let me copy it and paste. I'll show you what I'm trying to explain, the shortcut on how to do it. So you can see that if I run this code, let me take off this one. Let me comment this off. If I run this code, you see that what I have hello printed what in
Three times.
three times. Now, the concept I want to show you now is what we use here. So instead of you using 3 print command, you can use 1 to print the same thing. The only thing you are going to do, you will just what? Bring in what? The new line that I just taught you now. So you will just say what? You will just bring in new line here, slash new line, and then you what? You open another one. Let's say hello. Let's say hello. So sorry, I will just type it like this. Put the new line here, right? Then you bring in the hello again. After each of the new line, say what? Hello. Remember that we are targeting 3 of them. So I'll bring in the new line and then do what? Hello again. So if I run this code now, it's going to print what? The 3 of them. So what we have learned here now is that instead of us using 3 different what? Print, we can save our program memory by using what? Just 1 and introducing what? These concepts. Any question? Any question? I believe you can try it as well. So we are going to stop here tonight. So just go and master what we have done. Just play around them so that you can understand them. So is tomorrow visible? Can we meet tomorrow?
Continue. You can go to 10. I'm okay. Um, I've encountered most of this thing before. I'm just trying to recall all of them.
Okay. But we have to stop here. There's a length we should go for first class.
Okay.
Well, so I was asking that tomorrow will you be available by 7?
Tomorrow by 7 work.
Is it
Oh,
possible?
yes, tomorrow by 7 works, but for the normal every time class, that 7 might not work normally, but for tomorrow it works.
Okay. Yes, we will just be communicating. So anytime it work, you let me know. But let's know that Wednesday is fixed like this. 9 to, you don't have issue on Wednesday because I have another class from 9. So what I wanted to do is to quickly take you 1 hour and then rest for 1 hour before I start the 9 to. That is on
Can we
Thursday.
not do Tuesday? That's 11 after I'm done with the other class.
On Tuesday, which class do I?
Because the initial this one was Tuesday and Thursday nights.
It will be too late. But the only thing I will do is that it will be flexible anyway. I will communicate to you to be flexible. But let's know
Okay,
that
anytime I'm free and you are free, we can fix up something.
yes, so it will be flexible. But let's have this day now, which is Wednesday feast like this. Every other day we can make it flexible. So once I have an
So
idea
you
of
want you are saying that we should make Wednesday from
Wednesday,
8 to 9.
no, from 9 to 11, just like the way we started it now on
You
Wednesday.
know that your this thing, your
Okay,
9 o'clock is my
okay, stay.
8. So
Okay.
sometimes I'll just be coming back from school by that 8 when I'm coming back. So if it's 9 to if it's 10 o'clock to 12, Like your 9 is
Uh,
now my 10. That will work better.
okay, that means it will now be 10 to okay,
So if you are doing your own, you have to be adding 1 hour for me. Because I'm usually available from 9 in my own time. Because if I come back by 7 or 8, I'll not have enough time to do and prepare for the class.
all right, no problem. We'll work towards that. All right, so good night.